Make my mom proud with that one. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good to hear you. Well, I want to thank you for coming out here and celebrating the Second Amendment with us. And through your presence, you guys are truly the defenders of our Constitution, so thank you very, very much. As was said, I'm Pete Brownell. I'm CEO of Brownells, a company just right down here in Montezuma. And we're a third-generation company, so I learned some things from my father and my grandfather. They really taught me some of the values, some of the commitments that you have to make as an individual that continue to make this country unique and strong, make this society very strong. And these are the same commitments and the same values that I see represented out here today from you guys as your attendance. So I want to thank you for your dedication. We need to continue that. You know, Brownells really is the American dream story. It started as a small business, again, just right down the street in 1939. Through hard work, through dedication, through entrepreneurial activities, through taking a lot of risk and taking a lot of time, it really grew into the largest supplier of firearm parts and tools and accessories, ammunition, anything that goes in or through your gun for anybody that's an enthusiast, a hunter, a competitor, somebody in the military, somebody in law enforcement, or somebody that just enjoys having their firearm at home. And it's taken us 3 generations to get there from back when it started in 1939. I can tell you one thing here. And I think someone said it to us already today. We built this, right? Good. Matter of fact, it seems like this government is trying to restrict our business, almost trying to restrict our economy, restricting our industry at the least. And probably the most dangerous thing, seems like they're trying to restrict our freedoms. That's right. Brownells has been an organization that's understood the commitment it takes to make sure that we get involved. The social responsibility of an organization is very important. I've been a member of the NRA. I'm a member of IFC, Iowa Firearms Coalition, many of the gun organizations that are both local and national, and I encourage you guys to do the exact same thing. Like you're doing right now, get involved, encourage other people to get involved. And there's a card that the IFC has at their table. I encourage you, at the very least, to get this and do what's on the back. There are 3 things we can boil this whole rally down to. The first, and it's right here printed, join the NRA. Stay informed about the national issues that are going to impact you. Second, join the Iowa Firearms Coalition. Stay informed of what's going to happen here in Iowa. That's right, you've got one right there. Read along with me. And probably the most importantly, get 5 of your friends this November to go to the ballot and vote for pro-gun candidates to get back Iowa's rights. Today we're really here about securing our Second Amendment rights. And it's dawned on me that even though I grew up in this industry and this culture of Second Amendment, we need to point out some obvious things here. And I think they've been pointed out already today. But I want to reiterate it. The Second Amendment is an individual right guaranteeing a vital balance between the powers of government and our powers as citizens. The U.S. Constitution is a framework in which the Second Amendment protects the First Amendment. This is not a right or a left issue. This is not a liberal or conservative issue. This is an American issue. Whether it's a sport or collections or hunting or law enforcement, military or personal protection, the Second Amendment ensures Americans retain their personal freedoms. Something we have died for, something we need to be active about, something that's very important for what we're doing today. This issue is far greater than personal protection. It's a fundamental freedom that defines America. I want to thank the Iowa Firearms Coalition for putting this all together. I want to thank the NRA, our speakers, the other sponsors, our vendors, for making this all possible today. Most of all, I want to thank all of you. There are, this last count, pretty darn close to 1,200 people here. Yeah, isn't that awesome? I mean, it's almost double. Your presence here sends a very strong message to our legislatures, both here locally in Iowa and those that are going to D.C. to represent us. The Second Amendment is alive and well in Iowa. Well, we're real lucky here. I am extremely honored to have the special guest. I think you're all here to hear and to see and and shake hands with Governor Bobby Jindal. I think he's a rock star, frankly. Well, I became familiar with him as a House representative of Louisiana. When he was elected, he brought some common sense to D.C. Not such a common thing in D.C. He's a great friend of the NRA with an A+ rating. Great personal relationships with those who can help define Second Amendment as an individual right. He's a great friend, and a great friend, I should say, of American freedoms. We all benefit because of Bobby Jindal's work. As a House representative, he played a critical role in defending our rights, both as citizens. He brought his common sense to the table here. We remember Katrina. And we also, this group especially, remember the confiscation of firearms from law-abiding citizens. Yeah, bad thing. Especially in the time when they need them the most. The federal government took away the rights that we citizens have. They've left citizens down in Louisiana defenseless to the whims of looters and criminals. It was Bobby Jindal's voice and his energy that passed the Disaster Recovery and Personal Protection Act, so that can never, ever, ever happen to anyone in America ever again. Right? Rock star. Now, as governor, he quickly brought order and integrity back to Louisiana. Needed. He saw it. That common sense came back to Louisiana. He's been very successful as governor, as leader. America needs him. Too bad you're not the VP here, so. He's currently working on a constitutional amendment to the Louisiana Constitution that will guarantee individual rights to keep and bear arms. Very important move. This is the same language that our House passed this last session, but somehow it got stuck in the Senate, right? We need to change that. Bobby Jindal is showing us some leadership, how to change that. So please help me welcome Bobby Jindal, the rock star of American rights.